What's good, fam? Queen Common Sense coming back from the Chi-Town, holding it down, hitting you up one more again. This a little something new I'ma do. The royal motherfucking question. I'm gonna do a few of these, try to do a few of these every month. See what y'all think, you know. And this ain't no new shit. This is shit we've been seeing, been dealing with, ain't quite solved yet, or quite really been able to squash it to a minimum to where it don't cause so much bullshit in the village. What's up with the motherfucking hating, y'all? That's what I want to know. I'm just curious, because this video here was inspired by a couple of my beautiful, lovely shooting stars, sisters, that's coming on up, and they've been grinding for, I count a good year grinding, you know, like many of us. We had a little hard hit from this economy and, you know, huge personal life changes and whatnot, and they've been on the motherfucking grind, trying to pick up the pieces and put their life back together in a more organized, stable fashion. And I personally am very, very proud of these sisters, and I am inspired by them, and I happen to look up to them highly for what they have been doing and their most recent accomplishments. And I'm just, like many of us, I'm real disgusted every time I see this shit with the motherfucking hating. You know, it's one thing to have a little bit of healthy jealousy or a little healthy envy, but I mean, don't y'all motherfuckers think that it's been long enough and too long too with us exercising this crabs in the barrel bullshit? You know, so I swear I wanna just powder pimp slap some of these motherfuckers, because if you're not capitalizing off of the pain and agony and anguish of your sister or brother, you know, when they finally do drag themselves up out the muck and the mire, don't complain, don't be bitching. They just put their nose to the grindstone and work their way out the motherfucking pit. Mind you, without none of y'all bitching ass, hating ass motherfuckers help, obviously, then you still want to hate on them as if they did you a wrong by trying to come the fuck up on their own, which I hear so much in the ethnic community, that don't really give a fuck about what you're going through. You gotta handle your own. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Every man and woman for himself. But then the first one to turn around and make it that much motherfucking harder for those of us who are trying to hold it down and be on our own and not ask a motherfucker for nothing, because we know what we have to face when we do. Don't get me started on that, because I got a prime example of that shit this summer. But that ain't even the subject at hand. Talking about these goddamn motherfucking haters. The royal question is, what's up with the motherfucking hating? Why is it so hard for us to be the majority and not the minority of celebrating one to the other successes, testimonies, triumphs, victories? Why it always gotta be more motherfucking haters than it is celebrators? That's what I want to know. And I know all the common, you know, mundane, typical answers. I already fucking know that. But we need to reach a little deeper beyond that. Get down into the soul. Fuck the psyche. We need to look at motherfuckers' soul and their character and their moral content and figure out why when we see one of our brothers or sisters coming up, some of us can't resist. The temptation is so great, greater than hunger or thirst, to try to swat him or her back down beneath the underdepths of torment that they from whence came. Does that make sense? This shit drives me crazy. It's nothing greater for me to see another one of us sunshine come up and not have to depend on the likes of these hating ass motherfuckers, let alone depend on sources outside of themselves and outside of their culture, because we as a people really don't have shit to depend on no way within our own culture. So we know that it's always some nigga shit going on behind the scenes, some kind of way, shape, or form. We don't know where to turn, where to trust. We don't have nowhere to lean on, depend on in a crisis situation except for the common, everyday thing. Food, shelter, and that's women and children first. Anything outside of that that's innovative or creative or against the grain or inventive, we don't have shit. So when you see somebody coming up and they just making themselves away, climbing the rungs, one at a time, ever so painfully, never giving up, they reach the top and keep climbing to the next level. You know why it's so hard for them to get there? So they can reach back for your fucking ass? Because every time they take a step up, you take both hands and yank them back down the rung too. Or they've been through so much criticism and hateration and bullshit from you, they very own, till when they do get there, they say, fuck it, what's the point? Because if I bring them up here with me and help them get up here with me, they gonna try to knock me the fuck down instead of concentrating on them and doing them once they get there. So I'm not gonna go too much more with that. That's the royal question. Why so much hateration? It's room under the sun to shine on all of us equally. If you looking at another sister or brother and they got their game tight and they tightening up their shit, and you look at yours and you say, well, I got to tighten mine up a little bit too. Use it as inspiration, education, and commiserate with those that are even with or a little bit greater than you are in the line of success. Whatever the fuck it is. Why do you always have to have somebody beneath you, below you, worse off than you to feel better about your goddamn hating ass self? That's all I want to know. Because that's a form of psychosis. That's psychotic ass shit. That's real sick. Mentally and emotionally, that's a sickness. To feel good based on someone else's misfortunes. Something is goddamn wrong. You need to be debugged or some shit. So family, you know, we need to kick this down a little bit deeper than just But we already know the reason why. We need to dig a little deeper into this here hateration that we seem to be slowly rotting from. Now, I know it's everywhere. I know that. Every one of us got a little bit of it. I know that. I'm talking about the extreme shit. You need to put this bitch under a microscope and figure out why the fuck we can't just seem to hold the mirror to ourselves instead of trying to destroy and shatter somebody else's mirror. I'm just asking the family, let's kick this around a little more and see what we come up with a little deeper than what we already got, so we can get to the root of this goddamn weed and really yank the bitch out so the community of grass and blooms can flourish and blossom completely. That's what the fuck I'm doing. Heal the motherfucking nation, goddammit. Common sense out for now. One love, one family, one unity, one village. Stop the motherfucking hateration. Peace.